a couple here in America was arrested and caught trying to smuggle 375 pounds of fruit roll-ups into Israel. Apparently there was some viral TikTok thing. I never saw this, but some viral TikTok thing where you like wrap fruit roll-ups. I don't know if it's around an ice cream cone, or you just try to make an ice cream cone out of fruit roll-ups or something. You like wrap it around and then you eat ice cream with it. And Israel has gone nuts for fruit roll-ups. And apparently they're like not that easy to get in Israel. So people have been making a killing, and the price of fruit roll-ups has been skyrocketing. So it's all because of a viral video. They actually got caught in the airport near Tel Aviv. They were there with 375 pounds of fruit roll-ups. And they had a massive suitcase filled with it. In America, fruit roll-ups cost about 50 cents at a dollar store, but they can go for up to $6 in Israel. And it's all because of a TikTok video showing fans how to freeze a fruit roll-up and wrap it around just ice cream as a makeshift cone. So you unroll the fruit roll-ups, you freeze them, you, I guess, scoop ice cream, you unroll it, you put a scoop of ice cream on it, then you roll it around, and it's like now your ice cream cone. How this is a thing that could literally make it so that you can't get fruit roll-ups in the country of Israel, I don't understand exactly how that's possible. I mean, it's so weird.
Why would this be the thing that makes, fruit roll-ups so needed? And oh my gosh, would you say Israel or Egypt?
Israel. Yeah. In fact, last week alone, Israeli customs officials confiscated at least 661 pounds of fruit roll-ups just last week. And Mitchell Cohen, the owner of the historic Economy Candy Shop in the East Village in New York, told the New York Post that a customer recently placed an order for 10,000 boxes of fruit roll-ups. And when this guy tries to order them from his distributors, they told him, we haven't even seen fruit roll-ups in months. Can't get them.
You can't get them, man.
Can't get them. Can't get fruit roll-ups, man. So ever since, it was all TikTok. And it's just like, it's so insane. Like, how in the world, some stupid TikTok trend about putting ice cream in a fruit roll-up. Now you can't get fruit roll-ups, and they're selling for 10 times as much as they should be.
Do you eat them then? Like, once you put
presumably
like an ice cream cone?
I think
but
you have
at that point, they're just going to be melted, and then they're just going to be fruit roll-ups again by the time.
I guess maybe that's the point, is that's a delicious cone for your ice cream.
But I mean, they're just who would eat a fruit flavored cone? In ice cream, it just doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
That is terrible. Have you had a fruit roll-up? Like, I even as a kid, I didn't like fruit roll-ups.
No, I never. I mean, I'm sure in my life I must have had a fruit roll-up. I have no memory of ever having had a fruit roll-up.
No, I mean, they would just they're sticky, and like they would get stuck in your teeth. Like, even as a kid, I didn't like them. I just that's too funny. I'm reading that you actually have an 11-pound food limit at the Tel Aviv airport. So you couldn't bring 11 pounds of, how much is 11 pounds of fruit roll-ups?
Considering each fruit roll-up weighs like about a feather,
Yeah,
they have no weight to them. It's a little teeny tiny thin layer of pressed fruit. It has no weight. It's like a sheet of notebook paper.
Yeah, and I'm positive it's not real fruit. So it's just some processed stuff. But yeah, and how much do tickets cost to go to Tel Aviv? I don't know. Like, that it would be
7,000 fruit roll-ups worth, apparently.
Yeah, like this is Kramer and Newman trying to figure out how to take recycling bottles to Michigan because they're worth 10 cents.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was just such a strange story. And like, because that's a thing, like I really kind of I don't even know how much I knew that fruit roll-ups were even still a thing that existed. And not only do they exist, they're so popular you can't even get them.
No. So $6 per individually wrap, like not a box of them, like just one that's out of the box.
That's right. Because they say here in the US, you go to a dollar store, you can buy a fruit roll-up for about 50 cents. And
you can buy I see that's something new.
Well, maybe they would come out to be 50 cents. Like if you bought a box, it would average out to be 50 cents.
I don't know that I've ever seen just a single fruit roll-up. Not that I'm looking for them.
Right.
But
yeah,
wow.
it's like more than 10 times as much. And someone else said that the price over the last 2 months has increased by 50% of fruit roll-ups.
God,
who thought you'd be looking for black market fruit roll-ups? Yeah. Like who would have ever thought that would be a thing? Like you're meeting a guy in a parking lot, like, you know, popping the trunk of his car. Again, we'll do another Seinfeld thing, right? Like Kramer trying to sell the good shower heads when they put in the low flow shower heads.
Like, oh, you don't want this one. My buddy wants it. He wants it.
That's right. But that's like exactly what this is like. You're going to meet a guy in a parking lot who's going to pop the hood of his old Cadillac, and inside he's got boxes of fruit roll-ups, and you know, and he's making a killing on it. So
that is insane. How is it that we are like we've never been in a society more and more connected, but yet somehow we get like dumber by the moment? And it's not just, apparently it's not just the United States anymore. It's now Israel.
No, that's right. It's everywhere. The stupidity is spreading. I mean, it's gone everywhere. It's like a virus.
It is a virus for sure. Just the dumbest thing. I mean, to me, that like fruit roll up and ice cream sounds absolutely disgusting. I mean,
unless you were getting a fruit ice cream, maybe like if you're having strawberry ice cream, you know, maybe something like that would be okay. Vanilla, I guess, could work, but like chocolate, I don't think I would want a chocolate ice cream and fruit roll-up cone.
But it's not. But it's like a fruit roll-up is not even like it's not like this tastes exactly like strawberry. It tastes like a processed strawberry, right? So it gives off a flavor of strawberry, but it doesn't taste anywhere near like what a strawberry would taste like. Right. Wow. Idiots.
Yeah. And so I don't know, like it doesn't say here what the penalty will be for these folks who got busted.
Arrested. Like,
yeah, exactly. I don't think they're going to do prison time or anything.
Listen, are we going to have to exchange a?
We need to bring in a WNBA player.
Right. So now we're going to have to exchange like a terrorist for these two. For roll-up smugglers.
Right. We're going to bring in the merchant of death and we're going to give him away to the people who smuggling fruit roll-ups.
Oh man.
Yeah, you don't want to have to be in the clink in prison there and hey, what are you in for? Did you see that TikTok video about fruit roll-ups? I was deep in it, man. Like caught me smuggling all kinds of fruit roll-ups in here.
I was deep in the ups, man. I was deep in the ups.
Yeah. So just a completely bizarre story. Clearly some enterprising people. I mean, it just goes to show people make money in so many different ways.
Yeah, I was trying to think of my
fruit
head.
roll-ups into Israel is definitely one of the ones you would not have thought of.
Did they have a buyer or were they just taking them there? Like, I wonder... Like, were they just taking them there to try and peddle them? I would hope they had a buyer at least.
I hope. I mean, you've already spent that money on 375 pounds of fruit roll-ups. I mean, you'd really hate to get there and find out nobody wanted it.
I wish I knew
I got to take it home with me.
I mean, how many fruit roll-ups is that? I wonder. Man, I would love to try to figure that out.
They have a picture that I saw, in the article of a very large roller bag suitcase filled with fruit roll-ups. And they're not boxes, they're individually wrapped fruit roll-ups that are just all over the place. So incredibly weird.
God,
yeah,
idiots. Imagine though, they probably made some good money. They would have made some good money had they gotten away with it.
Yeah.
I just don't know how
I
they
gotta
thought they
think
were
so.
going to get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, if you can 10x your money, right? I mean, it's like if you bought $1,000 worth of fruit roll-ups and you can turn around and sell them for $10,000, not bad.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
give or
bad at
take,
all.
you know, the plane ticket over there. I mean, maybe they're from there and we're heading there anyways. Like, well, we're
Right.
going
Maybe they have
anyways.
family
Might
there.
as well bring some fruit roll-ups with us.
That's right.
Holy cow. All right.
Yeah, it's like if you were, when you were a kid and you knew someone who lived, like if you couldn't get fireworks in the state you lived in, but you knew someone that, you know, that when they were coming through, it was always like, hey, make sure you pick up some fireworks for me. Now it's fruit roll-ups. It's like, hey man, if you're going to be around them fruit roll-ups, make sure you load up. I'll send you some money. I'll Venmo you my roll-up money, but I need supply.
Maybe I'll see if I can buy some boxes and send them over.
Yeah.
That'd be worth my time. $6 a roll-up.
Well worth it. Well worth it.
Yeah, just like everything, I'll buy at the top and nobody will want them anymore.
That's right. The fruit roll-up market's a house of cards. You know, you don't know. It's going to fall. You don't know when it's going to fall, but it's going to fall. I mean, it was like during the pandemic, they couldn't make masks, right, fast enough.
Sure.
There was too much demand. People going, this is the same thing. They can't keep up with the fruit roll-up demand now. And the thing that I thought was very interesting in this article that I read about it is, and I don't understand, like this was said as like a, you know, kind of a simple, this is from a quote from the owner of one of these candy shops who was saying you can't get fruit roll-ups. And he said, you can't just turn on the fruit roll-up machine and crank any more out. Why not?
Why can't you?
I mean, why wouldn't you do that? That's exactly what you do. There is such a thing as a fruit roll-up machine. I don't think it's there's not people in there just rolling them out by hand. We can't fit more people in the warehouse.
They're working.
They all have carpal tunnel.
They gotta work 90 hours a week, you know, peeing in bottles.
There's like a guy in the corner just stepping on strawberries.
Yeah, I mean, sleeping, you know, sleeping shift. This is a
once in a generation demand for fruit roll-ups, guys. We're printing money right now. But I thought it was very strange. Like, you can't just turn on the machine and make more. It's like fruit roll-ups do not occur in nature. This isn't a thing where it's like
naturally occurring fruit roll-ups.
Yeah, it's like you can't just make more of these. Yeah, that's 1,000,000% what you can do.
Exactly what
There's a company that makes them. That's how they exist. They don't grow on trees. Yeah. I don't know.
Family can come by for 5 minutes and see them. Handshakes only. We don't have
That's
time
it.
for
Yeah.
hugs.
No hugs. Yeah, pat you down on the way out to make sure you're not stealing any of the fruit roll-ups. It's like whiskey guys trying to steal Pappy Van Winkle. It's like trying to smuggle out fruit roll-ups.
What is this? It fell in my pocket.
Bring in the fruit roll-up dogs. We need to check these people.
It's just a bunch of really fat dogs.
Yeah, so it was just an incredibly weird story. There's not any anything to learn from that story. There's
no zero. And we've spent 20
unless you're
minutes
just an enterprising person and you want to try to find a way to do it. But yeah, otherwise we spent time talking about fruit roll-ups.
Just use an ice cream cone, you know, what they're actually made for.
Yeah, quit being so lazy, people.